Hey YouTube, this is J&T Customs. I'm Jay.
I'm T.
And how are you doing? All right, YouTube, here we are. We are at episode 9. We have released our bumper from our positive mold. So this is the bumper back here, and you can see that it came apart pretty good. The light section here ripped out, but that's okay because remember, this is our positive mold. So we're going to cut this down in half. We're going to cut this right in half, and then we're going to reapply it, reattach it to our fiberglass mold. So let's take a look and see how we did. Now, this came apart from the mold pretty good, okay? It was a little tight around here, which I kind of thought it was going to be. Underneath here was going to be a little tight in this area here. But other than that, it came out real easy, and it worked well. So this is our now fiberglass piece. So now what we have to do is I started already putting fiberglass, which is door glass, that stuff there. Excellent stuff. Super hard fiberglass reinforced filler. And it is hard to sand, I'll tell you that, okay? But it's super strong. And as you can see, this is pliable. So, T, give me a hand. So you'll see that there's no magic tricks. Right? All right. So here's the back. This is what it looks like. Okay. And it released the tin foil and the glue, the wax that we put on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to trim this out. Okay, so we're going to close this area up here. T, if you could point the area there on your side. I don't know if they can see it with the can of stuff in my way. So this whole section here is going to look like this. Okay, and we're going to cut this cardboard and then fiberglass this down like that. We're going to, T, give me a hand, flip it on his nose carefully. It's not Ricky. So once we do that, that's going to come around like this. The fiberglass will hang off. We're going to cut that. Then we'll fiberglass the bottom. And then we'll pull this piece of cardboard out because we don't need this. We don't want it in there. Okay. All right, let's put it back. So that's where we are now. So right now we have to make some change. We got to do a couple of things. I wanted to leave this section here off on both sides because I would have never been able to get the plastic bumper part out of it. So that would have broken off. So that's why I did not fill this area in over here. So now I have to fill this in, okay, on both sides. And then I have to fill in the bottom here. And then we are going to apply our fiberglass Duraglass stuff here. So right now, taking the plastic piece off the bumper, this is probably 10 pounds. So it's definitely light, okay? And it is it's strong. And it is probably 3/16 thick. So it's pretty thick. It's very strong. All right. So we're going to set up a couple things and then we'll be back. Okay, guys. What I've done is I've mixed up some fiberglass door glass, which is a fiberglass infused filler for strength. It's harder to sand, but it is much tougher and stronger material. So I have mixed some of that up. Now what I've done is I mixed it up with resin, and I'm going to show you how I did that. Huge shout out to SprayWayCustoms. He is on YouTube, phenomenal painter. He's from Alabama, great guy. Love to watch his videos. You guys should check him out. I'll leave his link in the bottom below. And he taught me how to make that stuff. I don't know how who taught him, or if he just figured it out himself, but really cool idea. So I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna do this section. So let's go make some. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix some of this stuff up, okay? This is the door glass, all right? It's made by USC, excellent company, great stuff, okay? And I'm gonna take like that, and I think we'll do one more. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, I gotta do one more. Whoop. All right. So now you just take this, drop that down in there. You want to make sure that all the air is out of this. Then flip it upside down. That's the way you should store it. Okay? Now we're going to add 4 ounces of fiberglass resin. This is True Composites, fantastic company. Okay, and that's probably too much. That's probably like 6 ounces. Then we're gonna add some hardener. So this is the hardener for the resin, and then this is gonna be the hardener for the door glass. Okay, you need them both. Then you mix it up. Now, if you want to make your mixture, if you want to look over here, you can see. If you want to make your mixture more liquidy, add more resin. If you want to make it more dense, add more filler. This is the fiberglass filler. You can use the lightweight filler too. But you want to mix it up. You want to make sure that it's mixed very well. It's a little bit soupier than I want, but I don't have anything to put this on, but that's okay. Now this is real soupy. Now you get a paintbrush. Come around the other side, T, if you would. Thank you. And you can just paint this on, guys. Just paint it right on there. Look at that. Whoosh. Feel like Bob Ross. It's a happy little bumper. Okay. So and this is going to fill up all the holes and all the major or minor imperfections. Just lay that down like that. And let it self-level itself on there. It'll smooth right out. And then all you have to do later is just a light sand. Well, maybe not so light, but you get the idea. And again, this is the fiberglass stuff, so this is a lot harder to sand down. Now the light that you see here, that's just the tin foil that came loose from the back of the bumper, like that there. So that's just the fiberglass itself. Got a little dent here. I'm just going to fill that in like so. Let that fill right up. Now you do have to move along. You can't dilly-dally with this. It's because the hardener from the fiberglass filler will harden faster than the resin. So you can play with it for a little bit, but you gotta move. Move on. Pretty easy, people. Really nothing to it. It works fantastic. I wonder if the shop inspector's upstairs or if that's a squirrel.
Sounds like the shop inspector.
Come behind me, you can see. So we're filling in all these little pit holes here. See here, you can see where it's all ripply and all crumply because my fiberglass hardener kicked in and hardened before the resin. So I had to make up some more.
As some of you might remember, the old one had lights right here. I made the executive decision to take them out just because they worked really well and they looked cool, but they added about an extra 20 pounds per side, so it wasn't the best weight reduction wise. And also, it was a real hassle to actually get them actually fitted right and everything, so I'm taking them out. So
For now. Next week, there'll be a new video. How to put lights in your front bumper.
I don't know yet. Right now, I don't want them back in. So things could change because projects never end. But right now, they're not going to go back in. All right, YouTube. Now it's my turn behind the camera. So I wanted to tell you what I've been up to. Jay's been working real hard on the bumper and all of that stuff. So I want to show you guys what I've been doing in the shop lately. Shop inspector, see what's going on. Anyway, so notice how the car is all taped. You know, we got some things in the works. Probably know what this means. But we had a bunch of body work that we had to do. It was all, you know, this cracked up in here. There's some ripples in it. If I go on this side, you'll actually see. I went around and Sharpied the whole car, so that's really nice. That one of the good things about owning a black car is silver Sharpie. Makes things stand out a lot. So we had a bunch of cracks in it like this. So I went around and I highlighted all of the issues in the bodywork. So we are going through and we're cleaning all up. We're cleaning all the, you know, the dents and the ripples and the cracks.
Why?
What?
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why are we doing
What do you? Thank you for ruining my segment. What are you talking about?
it? Well, you could say because we're, you know, we now have a deadline. Blah, blah, blah.
I'll get there.
Okay.
Now you have to cut out like 30 seconds of this.
30?
Yeah.
Only 10 minutes.
Ugh.
What's going on, YouTube?
Okay, stop speaking. So we've been doing a lot body work. My cams are back ordered from Comp. Comp's been they, you know, with everything going on, COVID related or whatever, shipping has been a real issue for everybody. So materials and parts are hard to come by, so we're waiting on those. But pretty much everything else is behind me on the parts wall. Super good way to keep yourself organized. Make a parts wall. So we're figuring this all out. We cleaned up some of the rest of it. We're going to be doing motor work soon. Once we're finished with the body work. But we switched to body work. I gave Jay a deadline. Jay and I mean, everybody knows he's my dad. So I gave him the deadline of June 19th. So for those of you who know, June 19th is Father's Day. Well, in our area, there's a massive car show that people throw for Father's Day. You know, it's really fun. We've been going pretty much since we moved here. But due to COVID, they canceled the car show for the past 2 years. So I thought it would be super cool and a really cool Father's Day if Jay and I took Veronica here all beauty-ized, and sadly without the motor because the block won't, even if we get the cams, the block won't get here until like the end of August. So September, August, September, whichever, I don't really know. So it won't have the block, but it'll have the interior, it'll have the bumper on, it'll have the bodywork. Spoiler, it'll be painted. So I bought paint for it a couple weeks ago. So that'll be cool. That's a surprise. You guys see what I went with. So we got a lot of stuff going on, and we're really thankful you guys are here to come along with us. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and Jay and I will see you in the next video.